Hello, everybody. J.R. Fisher here. Good morning, good evening, good night. So this is going to be how to build a membership site to get monthly cash. And let me kind of change what that says, because it's not even a site. There's a piece of software you can use to do this. And we actually use the software for everything we do at this point. Selling products, and we have websites too, but we use for selling products and memberships and help desk and sales pages and funnels and everything. And I'll show you how you can get that too. It's pretty cool stuff. Okay, so what could you sell on a monthly basis? First off, you know what to sell. You got to have something to sell, right? And when I first kind of looked at this, I thought, well, I don't have anything to sell. What am I going to do? Other people have stuff to sell, but there's so many things you can sell. Let's say you have a video training course, and you may not think that you have the knowledge for this, but you probably do. If you have any knowledge, excuse me, in any area, I know some stuff about selling online. We've done millions and millions of dollars in sales online. So, I started doing training courses on how to sell stuff online, pretty cool stuff. But we also have products too. So let's get into that. You can also do group training. So let's say that, you're good at something and you want to do some live training. You can charge people monthly for that. And as you know, a lot of you guys are in my inner circle, and you get a lot out of that. You get a bunch of courses, you get these training sessions I'm doing like right now. And we have a couple people in here that have joined us that are not in the inner circle, but you're getting a taste of what these inner circle people get. They get a lot of stuff. Okay. And if you're interested in joining that, there is a free video you can watch. It's at the bottom of the page there. It is just jrinnercircle.com/enroll. There is nothing to sign up for there. You don't have to give your email. You don't have to give your credit card, nothing. There's just a free video to watch there. So you may want to check that out if you're not a member of the inner circle. I know most of you guys are. You could do monthly boxes. They have these Birch box. They've got pet boxes. They got, and the thing is that people don't know what they're getting every month. So you can put what you want in there. Just make sure it has value. And you can ship those out every month and you have monthly income coming in. So maybe you have some technical or special knowledge access, so maybe on a monthly basis or weekly basis, you do some type of training call and people pay monthly to get access to that. And, what I do with these, of course, is like I take these calls and I record them and then I upload them and people can watch them later if they can't, make it to the live training, which is pretty cool. And those of you that are on this call that are inner circle members, submit your pages and submit your, advertising and all that. And we'll be happy to go over that with you and review it in one of these calls. We're not going to embarrass you or anything like that. We're just going to show you how you can improve it. And that helps other people too. What else can you do? You can stockpile product membership. Now, what is that? Well, we sell survival food, and a lot of people want to have a big stockpile of survival food, but they don't want to spend, thousands of dollars up front to do it. So they'll spend a small amount per month and get shipments, and that way they can build up their stockpile. So there's all kinds of stuff you can actually sell. So let's do the math, though. This will blow your mind. This really will. And understand, your market is, billions of people around the world now. If you're just in the United States or, the UK or Australia or Canada, you still got millions of people. But let's say you got 10 people and your membership was only $27. Well, you got $270 a month coming in. That's maybe part of a car payment. Maybe that's your electric bill. Maybe that's your eating out bill. Maybe that's your entertainment money for the month or something like that. But what if you got 100 people? That changes everything, doesn't it? 100 people, $27. That's a pretty good mortgage payment for most people in the United States. $2,700 a month coming in. That's a lot of money. But let's ratchet up a little bit more. What if you had 1,000 people? Now it really gets interesting, doesn't it? $27,000 a month coming in. And I will tell you, I do have one of my courses that is $27 a month, and people pay for that monthly. And it's nice to get those payments every month. It really is. But let's say you get all crazy and you do 10,000 people. Now look at it, $270,000 a month coming in, which is insane, right? You say, well, my God, that's crazy money. But 10,000 people is not that many people. When you look at how big the US is, it is certainly possible to get 10,000 people to pay you that. That's like a small city in the US. It's really nothing. But let's do the math a little bit further. What if you had a $97 program? Okay, let's say, I don't want to charge 27, I want to charge 97. My stuff has a lot more value. With 10 people, you've got almost $1,000 a month coming in. With 100 people, you've got almost $10,000 a month coming in. Now, folks, most of us could live off $10,000 a month, with no problem. And all you need is 100 people. That's just not that many people. But what if you had 1,000 people? Now we're up to $100,000 a month. And all because we went from $27 to $97. And forget about it, if you got 10,000 people, that's $970 or $970,000 a month, which is crazy. Now, I've got a program that we sell for $397 a month. Okay. So 10 people at that would give you $3,970. Okay. You catching this math thing now? I want you to kind of get the wheels turning in your head here. And I know I'm just doing simple math, but you got to think about this. You got to think about how much money you could bring in. My program also, if I have 100 people, brings in $39,700 a month. Not bad. If I have 1,000 people, and I'm not going to say how many people I have because it's a newer program, but that brings in $397,000 a month. These numbers get crazy. And forget about it, if I get 10,000 people, it's $3,970,000 a month with 10,000 people. Now, is it possible to do that? Yes, definitely. There's people doing it right now. I was exposed to this gentleman who trains people, and he charges $2,700 a month. And all he does is he owns an auto repair shop, and he trains other auto repair shops how to increase their sales and their revenues. $2,700 a month. And he's got a bunch of people paying him that. When you do the math, the guy has millions of dollars a month coming in. It's craziness. So let's think about this. Where do you start? What do you do? What is it you need to do? Well, the first thing you got to do is you got to have a great product. Okay. So, you're not going to be able to charge, $397 a month if you've got, 5 videos, right? That's not going to work. But those 5 videos could be a $17 a month. It could be a $19 a month for people to have access to those training videos. And you give them a little bit of extra training on the side, maybe a call or something like that, which you can do with some simple software. We are using Webinar Jam right now. And if anybody wants to get access to that, I can get you really good pricing on Webinar Jam. But that's what we're using to do this call right now. So it doesn't take much to be able to do one of these calls. And you got to have great marketing. Okay. And then you say, well, JR, where do I even start marketing? I don't know how to market this thing. Okay. Well, here's your top resources. Number one thing is your Facebook page. If you've got a Facebook page now, if you don't have some of these, it's okay. I'm just giving you an example of all the different ways you could do this, but you could post on your Facebook page, for people to join your monthly subscription or your monthly shipments or your monthly training or your videos or whatever it is you have that you want to market. And I'm going to show you how to put all this together in just a second too, with some really cool software. Your current list. Okay. If you've got a list of people right now, let's say you got 100 people, mail out to that list and say, hey, I've got a new program. It's going to cost you $27 a month. And don't just mail them once, do a launch for it, a 5-day launch, and mail them every single day for 5 days. That's where you're going to get some, traction. A lot of people will send out one email to their list and go, oh, it didn't work. It didn't work because you had no urgency. You didn't have a sale price. You didn't have a, deadline date, and you only mailed them one time. So you got to mail them more than once. Your Facebook groups. If you have a Facebook group, that should be it says you Facebook group, but if you have a Facebook group, a lot of people in that group and they interact and they talk back and forth, a perfect place to get people to join your monthly continuity. YouTube subscribers. If you have a YouTube channel and you're doing any videos, and if you're not, you should, but those subscribers on your YouTube channel are prime people that will join your monthly subscriptions. And then, of course, advertising. Advertising is probably the best way to go about it. Some of us don't want to spend money on it, but you do have to spend money. It helps you build your list, and you'll get more subscribers by doing so. So more math. What is the math? What is your retention rate? So when people join your monthly, payment thing, some people are going to duck out after a week, or a month or something like that. But then you have other people that are going to stay in there for, months and months and months. And you got to kind of figure out what the average is so you know how many months somebody is going to stay in there for your retention. That way you can tell how much you can pay to have somebody join. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. I'm going to go through the numbers. So what is your cost to obtain a buyer? Okay. So more math. The lower the cost of your monthly subscription, the higher your retention rate for the most part. Okay, for the most part. So if you're charging people $1,000 a month, you're going to have, a lower retention than if you charge people $10 a month, unless the $10 a month was no good and the $1,000 a month, they were getting super value out of it, and then they're going to stay a long time. So you want to up the value. The higher the value, the higher the retention rate, and that is at any price. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're $27 a month or $2,700 a month. If you've got a lot of value and the people are getting a lot out of it, it's going to increase your retention rate. And that's what we want to do, is we want to have this stay in there forever. Ideally, we would like to have these people just pay us forever. Unfortunately, people do drop off, but we got to add to it every month. So one more math thing. The cost to obtain a customer, let's assume it's $75. In other words, you had to go out, send emails, you had to run ads, you had to do all this stuff, and it cost you about $75 to gain a customer. And your monthly retention rate times the price equals your customer lifetime value. So we got to look at our retention rate times the price. So let's take, for example, 3.5 months, and we're only charging $27 a month. Well, that's $94.50. Okay. If you're getting $94.50 in and you're spending $75, it's a winner. You made $19.50. So $19.50 is good. So you could go out essentially and spend money. You could spend $75 over and over and over again and turn it into $94.50. Now, keep in mind, if you're selling a physical product, like we have some physical products, you got to pull out the cost of your product. It's not all pure money. But if you're selling a digital product or a course, it pretty much is all pure money once you've done that course. So you end up with a winner. Okay. You're plus, and that's pretty good. Even if it costs you more than your customer lifetime value, can you still have a winner? Sure you can. You can still win. How is that? Because if you get them on your list, and even if you're break even or it costs you a little bit of negative, other things you can sell these people will make this positive. So, maybe you're going to mail them other courses. Maybe you're going to mail them other training. Maybe you're going to do coaching. Maybe you're going to sell them other products. Okay. You sell these additional products through emails and retargeting. Now, when I say retargeting, we don't want to just retarget visitors. And a lot of people say, well, yeah, if somebody came to my page, I'm going to retarget them to buy. We also want to retarget buyers. So if people bought from me, I want to retarget those people because they're more likely to buy from me than anybody else. As a matter of fact, a person who's already given you money is 10 times more likely to give you more money than a cold, prospect. So we want to target visitors and buyers. Now, how are we going to build this? I can give you access right now to this membership thing I'm going to show you in just a second, and we're going to build out a membership or part of a membership, and you can get it for $1. So take your pen out real quick, and you want to jot this down. You don't really need the http://. You can just type down or write down bit.ly/Kartra-uppercase JR. Make sure that JR is uppercase or this link won't work. So one more time, it's bit.ly/KARTRA-uppercase JR. And you can get this membership for, I think, a week or two for $1. $1. So you can try it out. And I'm going to show you how the software works in just 1 second. That will automatically bill these people. That will automatically give them the information they need. So, where do you build these payments? It's in Kartra. Okay, that's where you're going to do that. Now, you can also set up these scheduled payments if you're sending out products or whatever you want, where it will bill them monthly or weekly or whatever you're doing. So let's go into Kartra real quick, and I made this quick video so I could show you the inside of it. Okay, so I'm in Kartra right now, and I want to show you how to build these memberships. They can make you a ton of money because you got people paying you every month. And you're going to find everything off to the left here in Kartra. Kartra is awesome for building memberships or selling products or whatever. And we're going to go to memberships right here, which I clicked on. I started this one membership right here. This is an empty account. We just use this for testing. So what we're going to do here is if you click on these 3 little dots, I want to go over to edit. Now, if you haven't started a membership yet, you'll go over here to where it says membership and just hit plus, and it will start the same process. I just want to get this one done a little in advance so we could work on it. And I'm going to click edit right there. As soon as I click edit, you're going to have the name of the membership. And if you see here, it says how to swim. So this is going to be tutorial membership on how to swim. All right. So once we're inside here, the first part is your basic info. And as that loads there, let's take a look at it. And the basic info says membership details, how to swim. To change it, you would click here, and this is the membership name, membership description, and a sales promotional page. Sales promotional page here will tell you this page is where you pitch, promote, or encourage your users to join membership program. And I just put Google in here because I really don't have one for this. Right here is where you would put an image. If you want to put an image of anything, you just click there, and you could click to change your image right here. And you can find a file or whatever. I'll put my inner circle thing in here, so I'll open that and stick that in there. So yeah, I got that in there. It looks really funny, and I'll click change. Okay, and hang on one second. There we go. Open. There we go. And then I will click confirm right here. Okay, so there it is. I'm gonna click save right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go save and next. Now, this is where the contents are. This is really where you're doing all your building. All the rest is this kind of access and rules and stuff like that. So I'm going to click on builder right here. And as I click on builder, it's going to start this tutorial thing. This is going to start every single time that you start this membership. However, once you've been through it, you can click a little button at the end to not show it again. But it's a good idea to read through all this, and it kind of gives you an overview of what you have to do in the membership. Let me get through all of this. There we go. So right here, and then of course you have this right here. You can click right here, don't show again, but I'm not going to do that because we're still using this account. So all I've really done here is I've put a couple things that we need to do for categories. Okay, so my first one is jump and pool. And jump and pool, and I'm going to click here. When I do that, what that's going to do is it's going to load the first video. Now, I just grabbed something from YouTube, and let me just grab the URL there. So you can put a cartridge video where you actually upload it. So if I were to click here, I would have to select a video. Now, I don't have any uploaded here, but I would pick the category, and then I would click upload. Or you can pick YouTube, you can pick Wistia, or you can pick Vimeo. So any of those you want to do. Now, as I look at this here, when I clicked on this and I clicked here, it brought me to this video for this page. There's a lot of stuff you can do here. So if I want to put text, I could drag this text over here, and I could put, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to put in here a description. Don't eat hot dogs while swimming. That would be a bad idea, right? Hit enter. Okay, that'd give me a little space there. What else can we do over here? Got all kinds of stuff going on. You've got text, you've got images you could put here, a video, which is what I already dragged over here, and I'll show you that on the next one. You could put an auto playlist. It just got all kinds of stuff, buttons. So if I want to put a button below this, I could drag this over. And I'll put it above here. Makes it easier right now. And I could put in here, go to next video. Right here, I could do that. And then I would put the link of wherever it is. And I would say membership post. And of course, I would grab the post right here. And I'll put get wet, even though it's going to be going right back to the same one again. So I would click here. And I would save it, and it would click here, and it would go to the next video if I had one in here. And I don't have one in there yet, but I'll show you how to do that. What else can we put here? On checklist, all these different things. You could put links in here. So I want to go ahead and put another video in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this one right here. Oh, before I do that, let me put another category in here and show you how to do this. When you have the sidebar out like this with all this stuff, you really can't see to do what you want. You kind of got to slide it over and slide it down. And here's where you're actually going to put a new category. So I'm going to grab this category and put it right here. And I'm going to say, learn the backstroke. Looks like I had a stroke here. Can't type. Okay, learn the backstroke. And I could put subcategories that would drop down from these two. I'm not going to do that right now. And I'm going to click save. Okay, learn the backstroke. So the next one I want to go to is I want to edit this one because all I've done here is put a category. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here to edit. And you can also move these around. So like I just moved it to the left. I can move it to the right. So I can move these things around if I got them out of order, which is really pretty cool. But I'm going to go ahead and click edit. And I'm going to say no subcategories.
And then what I'm going to do, since I'm in Jump the Pool right now, right over here, these are sidebar content. So everything that goes in the sidebar here, I would grab from here. So I have nothing underneath this one, but I do have something here. So let's go in here and edit this one. And this is the one I just said go to the next video. And what I'm going to do is put, let's say, another video down here. Put it right there. And I could say YouTube video, and I'll go ahead and paste in that one. Oops. I'll go ahead and paste in one I find here. Go to YouTube real quick. And we'll find any video. And we got this dude here doing, looks like a commencement speech. Nobody ever listens to those. I don't know why they do those. So I'm going to put that video right here. And I'm going to click save. And then that video's there. Pretty cool stuff. I can put stuff in the sidebar here. So if I wanted to put a headshot of somebody, I could put that there. And then I can edit who it is. We're going to say this is John Smith. John Smith does everything, doesn't he? Okay, so we got John Smith there. And what else could I put over there? I could put a banner. If I wanted to put a banner here, I could stick that there. And I would have to have a banner to put in there. I don't really have one right now. So let me see if I can find something to stick in there. There's something. Got a bottle cap. Okay, we'll use that as a banner. I just want to kind of show you how to do that in here. And a lot of times you can use these banners to go to different things. Like I have the banner image in there now. So if I wanted to go to my site, I'd put www.jrfisher.com. Save that. So now if somebody did click on this, it's going to go to jrfisher.com. I also have a product. I could pop that in there. So once I get all these things built in here and I've done all this stuff, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click save and exit. And then I pick my theme right here. Now the theme is just a whole bunch of different, color setups you could do. And if you want to see what they are, you can just click at the top here and it will change it out. So that's pretty cool. And you can see exactly what your theme is going to look like. I'm going to go with this blue one here. That's kind of cool. So that's the style we've got. And I'm going to click, and you can also do a preview here. Let's do that real quick. And it'll actually preview that page so you can see what somebody else sees when they actually log in. So there's John Smith there. And we see that. And if we click on get wet, we can see that category right there. And those videos we stuck in. So let's close out of that. We're going to go here. We're going to click save and exit. Now the next step is where we actually set up how this course is going to be doled out to people and how they're going to get access and all that good stuff. So right now we've got a post, enable comments, and I've got the comments off here. If you want to change that, you click change here. This is the only video I have in here, but you could go ahead and enable the comments if you wanted to. You could click right here, click save. I don't normally enable comments, but you certainly could do that. So right here it says approve, auto approve all comments, or comments must be approved by admin. I always recommend that you look at the comments before you allow somebody just to post them randomly. That's kind of bizarre. So we'll go ahead and click save here. And once we've done that, now you always, if these things here have these change or save buttons, you always have to click that save button, or this here won't highlight where you can go next. So I'm going to go ahead and click go next. And what else do we have in membership access level? So I can click change right here. Now, right now, once they join the membership, it says get instant access. Now, if I had a whole lot of videos here, what I could do is I could say this one here would have instant access, but maybe the next one would be, say, 10 days later, or whatever you wanted, or on a specific date. So if I wanted it to pop open, like if everybody was starting the course at the same time, which would be highly unusual, I could put a particular date in there. So I would normally put like number of days or something like that. Maybe if you've got 10 videos in here, the first 3 or 4, they would get instant access to, and then you would start slowly giving them access to the other ones every couple days or something like that. Keeps people involved, that type of thing. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it like that. I'm going to say 10 days later, and I'm going to save it. Okay. All right. So these are going to be drip fed, like what I just said. And I'm going to go ahead and save this part. Now, these are the log posts. That's managing the log post. Down here, yes, notify my members when new post gets unlocked. No, don't notify members when a new post gets unlocked. I do want to notify them. So you want to put your sender name and email and all that stuff in here. So I'm going to save that. And then what this is the notification email. Okay, so when somebody signs up for this course, they get tagged and they get added to this membership, and they're going to get this email. Now, they've pre-written one. It says new post is available. So this is to notify them, when a new post is available. It's going to give them their login page, their email, and their password. And this will automatically populate all this for you, so you don't have to do it, which is pretty cool. All they do is get added to the membership, and then these emails go out. So I'm going to click Save. And then once I click Save here, we've got the notification email when new posts occur. I'm going to click Save and Next. Now, this is a progress bar. Yes, the progress bar enforce linear progression. So I could put this progress bar in here if I wanted. No, don't display a progress bar. Or yes, display the progress bar and do not force linear progression. So I've got the progress bar in here right now. And then down here, and you can see the progress bar right there. So I'm going to click down here. I'm going to look, and let's see, one section. Okay, so down here, I'm going to put completion badges. So let's say, they go through this first module. You want to make them feel good about themselves. So I'm going to say, yeah, put a completion badge in here. And then what it's going to do, if you put no, then of course all this will disappear. That won't be there. If you click yes, it's going to give you a completion badge. But if you don't like that one, and you can put in here, I put in here, congratulations, you have completed this video. You can just scroll through these, and they've got all kinds of different completion badges, which look pretty cool, and you can match them up to your theme colors or whatever. So if you got purple, maybe you need purple. If you got orange, you use the orange one. And then you got all these different badges you can put in there, which is pretty cool. So let me close that. So that's how all that works. I'm going to click Save right here. Now, the next thing I'm coming to is the help desk. I highly recommend you have a help desk available. Now, I can't really add a help desk right now. If I was going to do it, I'd put it here and I would find the help desk, but I don't have any. What you do prior to this is you go over here and build a help desk, and you name it something. So you may call this the swim help desk, and then you would have it available. Now, the way the help desk works is that if somebody has a question, they can go ahead and type in the question to the help desk. You'll get an automatic email. You'll know that somebody has a question, which is pretty darn cool. So I won't put no support for right now. Click Save, and then Save it Next. Now, the next part here is what they'll get once they get added to this membership. So once somebody buys membership and they're added to the membership, what this is going to do is send them an automatic email with all their login details, so you don't have to do it. Okay? So, and it says, welcome, you're a latest brand new member. You can put whatever you want here. They've got your login information. You could put swim course login information, whatever you want. And this preview text is what they're going to see in their browser before they open the email. So if you want something in here like, important, here's your login details. You may want to put something like that there so that when they see that, they know what it is without having to open that email. So yeah, we're going to click Save. And we've got that set up in there. I'm going to click Save again. Now, if we want to assign any tags, once they become a member, we can certainly do that. You do that right here. If you want to subscribe them to a list, maybe you have a list of people who are swim club lovers. If you want to subscribe them to a sequence, so maybe once they start the course, you want to have some encouraging emails that walks them through the course. You could do that. And then they have advanced automations right here, and you can add whatever automation you want in this section right here. So we're going to go ahead and save all those so that our button here is clickable. And then we're going to end up finished. and we're finished. Okay. So if you want to link this membership portal to a product, you can also do that. Obviously the product would be the membership for this course, but we're not going to do that right now because we don't have that set up. But that's kind of an overview of how this works. This is really super cool because once you have people paying you monthly, right? You only have the cost of setting up this membership one time, and then people pay you every single month from that point forward. That's pretty cool stuff, and they can bring in a lot of money. Well, let's get back to the rest of the training.
Okay, guys, what do you think of that? What do you think of that software? That's pretty cool, right? It's really easy to use. You can add modules to it. You can do whatever you want. So, if you're thinking about doing courses, and I have several courses, I have, matter of fact, I'll tell you how you can get access to all those in a second. But, to have that extra money coming in every single month, month in, month out, it really smooths out, your income, because a lot of times online we'll get a product, it'll sell well, and your sales spike up and you're like, oh my God, I made a ton of money. And then the next month, nothing. So, this kind of smooths all that out. Now, I want to take your questions, but I did get a couple of questions asking me about the Inner Circle. Most of you guys are Inner Circle people, but there's a couple of visitors in here today. So I do want to go over with them real quick, how you can join the Inner Circle. And if you want an explanation of it, at the bottom of the screen here, you're going to see a little join the Inner Circle thing down there. And that is a video. You don't have to opt in. You don't have to give me your email. You don't have to get a credit card, nothing. It just tells you about it. And what do you get when you join the Inner Circle? Well, you're going to get access to all my current courses. You're going to get the private Facebook group, which is the Inner Circle. You're also going to get these bi-weekly coaching calls, which actually I've been doing them weekly, but I said bi-weekly. And then we're going to do a mastermind here in San Diego too, at least one, maybe more. Of course, you get the relationships of all these other people, man. That's what's really cool is that, you meet all these other people. You get that networking, and that networking has helped me out tremendously. I would highly suggest you do that. And you get like-minded type people, and you're also going to get insight into high-level masterminds that I attend, and I bring that information back to you, and I hand it to you on a silver platter, and you don't have to pay 25 grand a year or whatever they cost. So it's pretty cool stuff, right? And then you make money. Money part's real nice. You are 12 times more likely to succeed as a member of something like my Inner Circle than if you go it on your own. It only makes sense, okay? And how do you use it? Well, you're going to get Web Cash Academy, which is a really cool course that I did where I was training people live in person. And you're going to get access to those live trainings and some on-screen training. You're also going to get access to Ecom Road, which is a really nice course that shows you how to set up a Shopify store, takes you through all the steps. You're also going to get the email earning system, which I just threw in, which shows you how to write and do these emails that work, that get real results, that make you money. Okay, the email earning system. And you're also going to get Facebook Ads University, which is amazing because it shows you step by step how to do ads on Facebook. And it's not easy. You need training for that, right? To do it correctly. You got to have that. You can also submit things. And if you're a member of the Inner Circle, you can do this now. Submit any of your web pages, your results from ads, your whatever you're working on, submit it to this bit.ly link here. It's just bit.ly or bit.ly/JR-IC-questions. And you're going to come to a form. Yay. You're going to have this community. Okay. This community that's going to have your back, really important stuff. And all you got to do is be in the Inner Circle. I know a lot of you on here are already in the Inner Circle, and you know this to be true. It really does help you out. So you can submit your ads, landing pages, sales pages, websites, products, pricing. If you got a funnel you've been working on, emails, subject lines and headlines. Those are super important. So you can submit those to us and any ideas you may have that you're thinking about doing. And I love your frustrations. If you're frustrated with something, you can submit that to us and say, hey, this is frustrating me. I'm having a hard time with this, and we can help you out. And of course, your failures and successes. We want to see both of those. We learn from failures because we learn what not to do. And then obviously successes, we learn what to do. You'll come to a page that looks like this. All you do is fill it out, click submit. I'll get it and I'll go through it, and then we can review it on one of these calls. And we don't pick it apart. We don't give you a hard time. We just review it. Some of you are asking, how do you get that Kartra that I just showed you? Really simple. I've got it set up where you can try it out for $1. You go to bit.ly/Kartra-uppercase JR. So I'll give you a second to write that down, and then we're going to take some questions. I know Jessica has some off to the side, and you guys need to start putting your questions also in that little chat box there. And I can't get to everybody's question, but I will get to a lot of them. So go ahead and put those in there if you would real quick. So I have those questions. They can be about anything you're working on that has to do with selling stuff online, because that's what we do. So everybody got that link there. I want to make sure everybody's got that link. Cool. So now let's get into those questions. Jessica, do you have anything over there for me?
I do, but before I do, I want to ask the people on the call a question.
She wants to ask you a question, guys. Here it comes. I wish I had a drum roll or something going.
Do any of you currently have a monthly membership or subscription that you're
good
offering
question.
to your clients?
Are you currently charging people a monthly fee for anything? A product, a course, coaching, whatever it is, are you currently charging a monthly fee? And just put that in the chat box if you would. Type in there, what it is. Try to give me a little description of it, exactly what you're charging for. I see a couple people are typing. They do have them, Jessica, and you can read those off in just a second, what they have and what they're selling. So I want to answer some of your questions now. So Jessica, do you have a couple over there for me?
So how do you decide if you're going to charge a monthly subscription or an annual subscription?
How do you decide if you want to charge monthly or annual? Well, it really, I would say you got to test everything, really test everything. Now, what we've done on some of ours is we'll have like a monthly, let's say it's $27. And let's say we determine that somebody stays in there for 3 months on average. The next page after they sign up for the $27, it'll say, hey, for $97, we'll give you lifetime access. So what that does is that increases the amount of money we bring in, right up front. So you can do something like that. If you're going to do a yearly, you may want to even give them a choice. You may say it's $20, or let's say it's $20 for simple math. Let's say it's $20 a month, and that's $240 a year. You can say, well, it's it's $20 a month, or you can buy the entire year in advance for $199. So you give them a discount to buy the entire year in advance. So that's something else you can do. But it is really a testing thing. There is no straight answer to that, really. Good question, though. Thank you. Who was it that asked that question? Chris, thank you for that question. I do appreciate it.
Helene says she doesn't currently have a monthly membership, but she's working on one. She wants to start a membership for erectile dysfunction for men and their partners.
There you go, Helene. That's a very good one. Not quite sure what you're selling. Are you selling a medication? Are you selling a process? Or if you could expand, bad choice of words. If you could draw that out. No, bad choice of words. Gosh darn it. Jessica's looking at me like you're doing that on purpose. And I am doing that on purpose. We have a right to do that. We're grown-ups now. We can do what we want. So did she say what she's selling? What is the monthly, Helene, that you're selling?
No. I would imagine that it would be more of like a support and holistic suggestions.
Well, you're guessing, though. Maybe she's got a magic pill. Maybe she's got a potion. Maybe she's got a lotion. Look, that rhymes every time. That's right.
Okay, so let's see.
Somebody's also asking a question. Just a second, Jessica. They're asking, how long should a course be? Wow, that's a really great question. It's got to have value. It can't be something that sorry about that, guys. I just lost my screen. It can't be something that somebody can go through in a single day. Okay, we don't want that because then, they're not going to pay you monthly. It's got to be long enough. I can tell you a couple of my courses, Digital Cash Academy, which you'll also get access to if you join the Inner Circle, guys. And let me go back one because somebody's saying they want the link for the Inner Circle. Okay, link for Inner Circle. There's Kartra. There's the Inner Circle link right there. So I'll leave that on the screen for a second. But Digital Cash Academy is 116 videos. That's a lot. It's a lot. It took me like a year and a half to make that course. Facebook Ads University is 66 videos. It doesn't mean that you got to have that many, because I have some that has 31 videos in there. So it's really up to you and how long each video is. I would tell you this, don't make the videos too long. Sometimes people will do like an hour video, and people don't want to sit down and watch an hour video. You do much better to break that up into 6-10-minute videos. 10 minutes, I think, is a really good, 6 to 10 minutes is a really good amount of time for a video for training. It makes them feel like they've completed something. Most people will have 6 to 10 minutes to go through a video, and it gives you more videos that way. You have more content that way. So, there is no set amount. You just want to take them from wherever they are now to wherever they want to be, right? Jessica, you were getting ready to ask a question too. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Helene gave more information.
Helene, what we got? Got?
So she's a physician.
Okay, Helene.
And she's had partners over the years with the issue, and she's created a program, just basically a men's health program. It's a 6-week program that she can drip out. I mean, get on that. She
can drip it out? Oh, that was another bad one. Sorry about that. Helene, that is super good idea, really. And, I think I could actually help you with that. If you want to contact me outside of this, send me a message or something like that. I'll be happy to jump on a call with you, free of charge, and, get you going in the right direction. So I'll be happy to do that. And guys, that goes for any of you other Inner Circle members. If you want some help, reach out to me. If you got questions, don't sit there and try to figure it out on your own. And it doesn't mean I've got the answer to everything. I'm not saying that. But I am saying that, we've got a lot of experience in marketing online. And, even if you're not an Inner Circle member, if you want to go ahead and contact me, go ahead, contact me. Feel free to do so. You can hit me up on Facebook. You can email me. You can email training@jrfisher.com. That's training@jrfisher.com. I'll be happy to answer email. And I guess we got time for maybe 1 or 2 more questions. We're getting ready to head out to lunch. We've got a big concert tonight, which means we've got to go to lunch and then come back here and rest so we can go to our concert because we get tired. You get tired. You got to rest up for this stuff. These late night concerts, they're hard on you. We have a tough life. We really do. Jessica.
Russell is asking, what about subscription boxes?
I like subscription boxes. And I like the idea of subscription boxes. I will tell you that you got to do a lot of work. If you're doing a subscription box, you got to pack that thing up, you got to ship it out, and it's going to be different every month. Now, our meat subscriptions, and we don't push that like we should, but we've had people just basically force us and say, can I give you some money every month? That's how we sold ours. And those are a little bit easier because we send out the same product every month. But subscription boxes are big. They work very well. And if you put together a good box and people like it, you'll make money. I mean, if you market it right, it's a great idea. What else we got over there, Jessica? And let's read out the name and where they're from too, if you don't mind.
Let's see. Brandon, I'm not sure where Brandon's from. Let's see if you put where he's from.
Brandon, where you be, man? It's nice to know.
Say,
nice to know where you be from.
Brandon is from Cleveland?
Cleveland?
Okay.
Cleveland, Ohio. Brandon, what's up?
He's asking if he doesn't currently have any ideas for a membership program, how could he figure out what to do? Oh,
that's a great idea. And you know what the answer is? What do you think the answer is, Jessica? If he doesn't have an idea for a membership program, what should he do?
He should look at his audience if he has one.
Okay. What if he doesn't have an audience? I got a great idea for this. You go to Google and you type in top memberships, top monthly memberships, right? You're going to find a whole list of them. You'll find out what's popular. You'll find out what's going on. You can look at their memberships. And guys, people will spend hours and hours and hours researching. The simplest thing to do is just buy into a membership. Join one for $29. Why spend, 10 hours, and your time obviously has value? Just buy into a top membership, see what they do, and emulate what they're doing. It's really that easy. You can look and see if they're running ads. You can go to Facebook. You can check the pixels on their pages. You can see if they're retargeting. And the thing is, if you go to a lot of these like membership sites, you're going to get pixeled. So go all the way through to the cart, add something to your cart, and then see what ads pop up in Facebook. You can see how they're going to retarget you. And then, go deeper into it. Then buy their membership and see what they send you. We'll look at the emails they send you. You can opt in to get free information. Look at the emails they send you. Simplest thing in the world. It's already out there. Copy what's working. It's really that easy. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and close it down today. I really appreciate everybody showing up. Jessica, thank you so much for your assistance. Would you like to give anybody any parting, kind, encouraging, and uplifting and motivational words? That's a lot, isn't it? Can you do all that? Can you do all that?
Just do something?
Do something. You know what? Didn't the Nike say something like that?
Yeah.
They said, just do it. Quit talking about it. Just do it. Like I say, my offer goes out to you guys. Reach out to me if you have an idea. Helene, I want to hear from you. and I want to help you out, we could jump on a call with Skype or whatever, and I could walk you through some things that I'm sure will help you out. Check out the Inner Circle. If you're not a member, go to jrinnercircle.com/enroll. There's a free video there. Free. Don't have to opt in. Don't have to give a credit card. Don't have to do any of that. You can find out about the Inner Circle. I am giving away $46,382 worth of free training when you join the Inner Circle, okay? And it's very inexpensive to join the Inner Circle, and you're going to get a lot out of it. So I really appreciate you guys checking that out. You guys have an awesome day. We're heading out to lunch. If you follow me on Facebook, we always post where we're eating, and we're going to a Korean place today that looks really interesting. At least it does to me. Jessica's not as adventurous as me, but we'll find something there, take a couple pictures. See me on Facebook, and I appreciate you joining me on the call today. I will talk to you guys real soon. Thank you very much for being here.